Libra, have you felt it too? That invisible tremble in the air, like a heartbeat that doesn't belong to you, but you still feel it inside your chest. As if something bigger, something sacred is moving toward you, even though you can't quite see it yet. It's the feeling you get right before the first drop of rain touches the ground. It's the hush that falls just before a great symphony begins. It's the soft, electric moment when the universe seems to hold its breath, waiting for you to notice. Right now, Libra, you are standing at the very edge of a cosmic doorway. A doorway that once opened will change everything you thought you knew about yourself and about your path ahead. And after this moment, nothing will be the same. Not because you are losing yourself, but because you are finally stepping into who you were always meant to become. Today we prepare for something rare. A solar eclipse is approaching. A powerful and divine event, written into the fabric of the heavens long before you took your first breath. But make no mistake, this eclipse is not just about the sky darkening for a few minutes. It's not just about shadows crossing the light. No, this moment is about your soul rising. It's about the hidden parts of you being called forward, summoned into the light you've been quietly craving all along. Stay with me, Libra. Stay with me through the end of this message, because what is coming for you is unlike anything you have ever known. It's bigger than a wish granted. It's deeper than a goal achieved. It's the kind of shift that touches the very roots of your being, the kind of change that leaves you forever transformed in the most beautiful way. A divine shift is upon you. A shift so profound, it will not just touch your life, it will rewrite parts of your destiny. Take a deep breath, Libra. Feel the ancient power building all around you, in the stars above, in the ground beneath your feet, and yes, in the quiet chambers of your heart. You were not led here by accident. You are standing at the threshold because your soul is ready, ready to let go, ready to receive, ready to rise. Let's step together into the energy of this divine shift. Let's begin the sacred pause before the shift. Before every great awakening, there is always a moment of silence, a space between who you were and who you are about to become. Right now, Libra, you may feel it deeply, like you're standing between two worlds, one foot still rooted in the familiar past, and the other hesitantly reaching out toward a future that feels hidden behind a mist. It may feel strange, it may even feel uncomfortable. But hear this truth clearly. This is not confusion. This is the sacred pause, a divine moment crafted just for you by the hands of the universe. The sacred pause is when life slows down, not to punish you but to prepare you. It's when the noise quiets and the distractions fall away, so that the voice of your heart, the softest and most honest voice inside you, can finally be heard again. You are not being rushed into change. You are not being pushed into decisions you are not ready for. Instead, you are being lovingly, patiently prepared. Think of it like the quiet moments before dawn breaks across the sky. The world goes still. The stars hold their final shimmer. The air itself seems to wait, heavy with promise. You, Libra, are in that same sacred space right now, a space full of invisible miracles, just waiting for you to breathe them in. In this stillness, it's okay to notice the weight you are carrying. It's okay to feel the sadness, the uncertainty, the questions rising in your heart. You don't have to hide them. You don't have to pretend you are unaffected. The sacred pause invites you to honor what feels heavy, to bring it into the light without fear, to lay it down gently, without judgment. Feel what needs to be felt, Libra. Let your emotions surface without rushing to fix them. Let your heart speak without demanding immediate answers, because this is the secret. It's often the feelings we most want to avoid that hold the keys to our next becoming. And know this: the pause is not empty. It is full of invisible movements. While you rest, the universe rearranges paths. It closes doors that no longer serve you. It opens new doors you cannot yet see. It clears a space for the blessings your soul has been quietly praying for. Trust the pause, even when it feels strange. Trust the waiting, even when it feels uncomfortable. Because what is happening behind the scenes of your life is nothing short of sacred. You are not being forgotten. You are not being left behind. You are being aligned. You are being strengthened. You are being readied for a new kind of rising. And when this solar eclipse moves across the heavens, when the cosmic winds shift and the sky itself seems to bow under a new kind of power, you will not be the same. You will rise, clearer in your purpose, braver in your choices, more alive in your soul. You will carry less of what weighs you down and more of what lifts you toward your highest destiny. The sacred pause is not where your story ends. It's where your new chapter quietly, powerfully begins. The solar eclipse, a cosmic doorway. A solar eclipse is not just another moment in the sky. It's not simply a day when the sun and the moon dance together in shadow. It's much more than that. It's a doorway, Libra, a rare and powerful opening that the universe creates, but only when something deep inside you is ready to change. It is a portal that does not appear every day. It arrives only when destiny taps you on the shoulder and whispers that it is time to awaken. As the moon slowly moves across the face of the sun, something magical happens. The world softens, the light fades, the familiar disappears, and for a few sacred moments, everything stands still. It is during these moments of shadow that hidden truths rise to the surface, truths that the bright light of everyday life often hides. Under the powerful cover of this solar eclipse, Libra, you will be shown things you may not have noticed before. You may realize parts of yourself you have forgotten. You may see the truth of certain relationships, not the version you wish for, but the version that is real. You may remember dreams you buried long ago, dreams that still live quietly inside your heart, waiting for their chance to breathe again. The eclipse is not here to tear your world apart. It's not here to create fear. It's not here to leave you feeling lost. It is here to reveal, to gently pull back the curtains you once believed were protecting you, but were actually hiding you, to show you the strength you forgot you had, to show you the possibilities you stopped believing were meant for you. You once wore veils to survive. You built walls to stay safe. You tucked away parts of yourself because the world told you they were too much, too different, too risky. But now, Libra, the universe is asking you to take those veils off, to gently, courageously step out from behind the walls you built. Because what is waiting for you beyond this eclipse is not danger. It is freedom. It is truth. It is the truest version of your life. The one your soul chose before you even entered this world. Imagine for a moment a grand doorway made of stardust and ancient dreams. It stands wide open in front of you now. Behind it, there is a life more vibrant, more aligned, more beautiful than the one you have known so far. Behind it, there is a path made for your feet alone, a love that matches your heart's highest song, a calling that lights up your spirit with a fire you thought you had lost. And now, Libra, the only question that remains is this: will you step through it? Will you trust the tug you feel in your chest, even if you cannot see the full road ahead? Will you dare to believe that you are worthy of everything waiting for you beyond the shadows? Will you choose to say yes to the life that has been waiting patiently for you to be ready? The solar eclipse is the universe's invitation. It is a sacred moment when time seems to pause just for you. A soft, golden hand reaching out from the unknown, offering you the chance to become who you were always destined to be. Not everyone will accept this invitation. Some will turn away, afraid of what they cannot see. Some will cling to what is familiar, even when it no longer brings them joy. But you, Libra, You were born under the sign of balance. You were born to move between worlds, between the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknown. You were born to be a bridge between what is and what could be. This is your moment to honor that gift. This is your time to rise, to choose the unknown with faith in your heart and stars in your eyes, to walk boldly through the cosmic doorway that was created just for you. The universe does not ask you to have all the answers right now. It only asks for your heart to be open, your spirit to be willing, your first step to be brave. Because when you step through this doorway, Libra, you will not walk into darkness. You will walk into a new kind of light, a light made from the pieces of yourself you had once forgotten, but never truly lost. This is your cosmic doorway. This is your divine shift. And you, beautiful soul, are ready. What you're being asked to release. Libra, as this powerful solar eclipse draws near, you may begin to notice something stirring deep within you. Things that once felt comfortable may start to feel tight, like a shirt you've outgrown. Places you used to find joy may now leave you feeling strangely empty. Dreams that once filled you with excitement might feel distant, almost like they belong to another lifetime. This is not a mistake, and it is not a sign that you have failed. It is a sacred sign that your soul is outgrowing old containers. The life you once built with so much care was perfect for who you were, but it cannot hold who you are becoming. During this time, you may feel relationships begin to shift. People you once shared laughter with may now feel harder to reach. Conversations that once lifted you up may now leave you tired. Connections that once gave you a sense of belonging may now feel suffocating, like a door slowly closing around you. And it hurts, doesn't it? It's painful to watch something that once brought you happiness begin to feel like a weight. It's painful to realize that you no longer fit into spaces you once called home. But Libra, listen carefully. This is not abandonment. This is evolution. The solar eclipse is not taking anything away to punish you. It is helping you clear the space for something better, something your heart has been secretly asking for. Even if your mind didn't know it yet, you are being asked to have courage. Courage to let go of what no longer nourishes you. Courage to release what feels too small for the soul you are now growing into. And here's the hardest part. You may not get a full explanation. You may not understand immediately why something is ending. You may not see the full picture of why someone leaves, why a dream fades, why a chapter closes, and still you are asked to trust. To trust that whatever falls away now was never meant to stay with you into the next season of your life. You are not losing what you need. You are shedding what you have already outlived. It is a holy process, like a tree letting go of its leaves in autumn, not because it has died, but because it is preparing for a greater bloom. The tree does not grieve its leaves forever. It trusts that when the time is right, new life will come, and it will be stronger, more beautiful than before. You are not losing, Libra. You are being liberated, freed from attachments that would have held you back. Freed from spaces that could no longer nourish your roots, freed from dreams too small for the incredible soul you are becoming. Honor the grief if it rises. It's okay to feel sadness when something familiar fades. It's okay to miss the laughter, the memories, the warmth that once was. Let your heart grieve what it needs to grieve. Let the tears come if they must. They are sacred waters washing your spirit clean. They are proof that you loved, that you cared, that you lived with an open heart. But even as you grieve, remember this truth. The greater blessing requires the emptying first. You cannot receive new gifts if your hands are already full. You cannot step into new life if your heart is still chained to what has already ended. The eclipse is not just closing doors,
It is opening gates to new gardens you have not yet walked through. It is planting seeds in your spirit that will bloom into miracles beyond anything you can imagine today. And so, Libra, let go with grace. Let go with trust. Let go with the quiet, knowing that whatever is meant for you will never ask you to shrink, to suffer, or to betray your own soul to keep it. The universe is not asking you to give up. It is asking you to make room. Room for bigger dreams. Room for deeper love. Room for a life that truly honors who you are and who you are becoming. The emptying is not the end. It is the sacred beginning of everything you have been quietly praying for.
The divine shift in your relationships. Libra, for you, relationships are not just something nice to have. They are the heartbeat of your life. They are where you find meaning, where you feel most alive, where you mirror the beauty inside your own soul. You love deeply. You give fully. You listen. You care. You nurture. And because of that, relationships have always shaped the way you experience your world. But during this powerful solar eclipse, something profound is happening. The universe is shining a bright light on your connections, both the ones that lift you higher and the ones that quietly weigh you down. The energy of this eclipse is strong. It is not soft or silent. It is like a spotlight, exposing what you could once ignore, making it impossible to unsee the truth you may have been avoiding. You can expect revelations. You can expect moments of sudden clarity. You may wake up one morning and realize that a certain relationship no longer feels right. You may have a conversation that changes the way you see someone forever. You may notice small patterns that now seem too loud to dismiss. These moments are not here to punish you. They are gifts. They are openings to a deeper kind of love. A love rooted not in fear, not in habit, but in truth and soul alignment. Some bonds will deepen. You will look at certain people and feel an even stronger pull toward them. You will recognize the ones who truly see you, the ones who stand beside you, not out of need, but out of love. Their presence will feel like sunlight on your skin, natural, easy, life-giving. And at the same time, some bonds will begin to unravel. Some connections will loosen their grip. Nidichin ruas or stools poured shoe. Some relationships may quietly or loudly fall away. It will not always make sense. It will not always feel fair, but it will always be right, because both movements, the deepening and the unraveling, are acts of love. One prepares you for the future, the other frees you from the past. You were never meant to carry everyone with you into your next chapter, Libra. Not every person is designed to walk the entire path with you. Some were only meant for a season. Some were only teachers. Some were mirrors, showing you what you needed to heal within yourself. You are not meant to beg for space in someone else's life. You are not meant to twist yourself into shapes just to be loved. You are not meant to feel small, invisible, or tolerated. You, Libra, are meant to thrive where love flows easily, where you are celebrated, not questioned, where your heart is safe to be wide open, without fear, where laughter is effortless and kindness is the natural language spoken between souls. The solar eclipse will not just show you who fits into that sacred space. It will also show you where your energy has been leaking, where you have been giving too much without receiving enough, where you have been staying out of comfort, not out of true connection. And yes, Libra, sometimes the truth will hurt first. Sometimes letting go will feel like losing a piece of yourself. Sometimes endings will come before you feel ready. But trust this, the hurt will not last forever. The healing will come. The spaces left behind by the ones who leave will not stay empty. They will be filled with love that matches your growth, love that honors your soul, love that does not ask you to dim your light to be accepted. This eclipse is teaching you one of the most beautiful truths you will ever learn. You are worthy of being loved with the same depth, devotion, and tenderness that you have always given so freely to others. You are worthy of standing in relationships that feel like home, not like battles you must keep fighting. You are worthy of being chosen, fully, freely, joyfully, without begging, without shrinking, without losing yourself. Let the revelations come, Libra. Let the truths unfold. Let what needs to stay, stay, and let what needs to leave, leave, because, after this divine shift, the people who remain beside you, the ones who walk with you into your new chapter, will not be there by accident. They will be there by destiny. Your inner light will be tested and strengthened. Libra, when the sky grows dark during the solar eclipse, it will feel strange. The light you are used to will disappear for a moment. The world around you may seem unfamiliar, as if it is holding its breath. But this darkness is not the end. It is not a sign that something is broken beyond repair. It is not a punishment. It is a sacred test, a quiet and powerful moment where the universe leans closer to your heart and asks, when the light around you fades, can you still trust the light inside of you? This eclipse will not just change what you see on the outside. It will turn your gaze inward. It will invite you to find your own glow, the light you carry, even when everything else seems hidden, uncertain, or lost. Libra, you were born under the sign of balance. You are a seeker of harmony, of peace, of beauty. You love when life feels smooth, when hearts are in agreement, when everything feels steady and kind. But now, you are being taught a deeper lesson, a lesson that every soul must learn when it is ready to grow stronger. Real balance is not found when life is easy. Real balance is born inside the chaos. It is created when the winds roar and the ground shakes. Yet somehow, you still stand, still centered, still breathing, still shining. This is the kind of strength that cannot be taught in comfort. It can only be discovered when the familiar falls away, and all that remains is your own quiet, steady spirit. You may feel wobbly at first. You may doubt yourself. You may question if you have what it takes to move through this strange and shifting time. But Libra, trust yourself, even when you are trembling. Believe in your heart, even when the road ahead is hidden in mist, because your heart has always known the way, even when your mind did not. It is your inner light, not someone else's, that will guide you now, not the opinions of others, not the promises of those who do not understand your soul's journey, not even the old maps you once trusted, only your light. The light born from every hardship you have already survived, the light shaped by every tear you turned into wisdom, the light made stronger by every moment you chose hope, when it would have been easier to choose fear. During this eclipse, you may be tempted to look outward for answers. You may want someone to tell you what to do, where to go, who to be. But the truth is, the real guidance is already inside you. It always has been. The chaos around you is not here to drown you. It is here to remind you that you are the calm. You are the eye of the storm. You are the quiet, steady flame that does not flicker, even when the winds howl. You were born with this strength, Libra. You were born to be the stillness in the center of change. The soft voice that says, I will not be shaken, even when the world trembles. The hands that build bridges of love and understanding, even when others choose fear and separation. You are not losing your balance. You are learning a higher balance, one that no outside force can take from you. A balance built not on control, but on trust, not on perfection, but on faith, not on certainty, but on the quiet, knowing that your soul is enough. Even if the path ahead is not clear yet, even if the people around you do not understand your choices, even if you sometimes feel alone in the dark,
Your light is real, your light is strong, and your light will lead you exactly where you are meant to go. Let the eclipse come, Libra. Let it test you. Let it strip away the false lights you once depended on. And when all the outer noise fades away, you will hear the only voice that matters, the voice of your own soul, whispering, "You were never lost. You were only being called deeper into yourself." This is your moment to rise, not because the world around you is perfect, but because your spirit is ready, ready to shine, not just when life is easy, but especially when life asks you to be brave. You were born to be the calm within the storm, Libra, and now it's your time to remember.
Visions, signs, and whispers from the divine, Libra. In the days surrounding this powerful solar eclipse, something beautiful will begin to happen. Something subtle, yet incredibly meaningful. The universe will start to speak to you, but it will not use loud voices. It will not come with flashing lights or grand announcements. The divine will whisper, softly, gently, lovingly, and your soul, if you are paying close attention, will hear it. Over the next few days, be still enough to notice. Look around you with open eyes. Feel around you with an open heart. You may start to see patterns that call your name. Repeating numbers like 111, 222, 444, showing up on clocks, receipts, license plates, or pages of books. Not random, not meaningless, but small, beautiful reminders that you are seen, that you are connected to something much larger than yourself. You may have dreams that feel more real than ever before, dreams so vivid that you carry them with you long after the morning comes. Dreams filled with symbols, colors, faces, and feelings that seem to touch something ancient inside of you. These dreams are not accidents. They are messages from your higher self. They are guidance from the divine, delivered straight into your sleeping heart. You may hear a random song playing as you walk into a store, and somehow the lyrics speak exactly to what you were feeling but couldn't put into words. You may open a book and find a line that feels like it was written just for you. You may overhear a conversation, a stranger's words passing by, and feel a chill of knowing down your spine. None of these moments are coincidences. They are confirmations. They are the quiet ways. Spirit reminds you, you are not alone. You are being guided. You are ready. Every little sign is a hand reaching out to you from the unseen world. Every whisper is a thread connecting you back to your highest path. Libra, open your heart wide. The signs are already around you. The universe is not hiding from you. It is inviting you to notice. You do not have to force the signs. You do not have to beg for them or search desperately. They will come naturally, in the perfect timing, in the perfect way your soul will recognize. Because deep down, your spirit already knows how to listen. It always has. From the moment you were born, you were given an inner compass, a soft, wise knowing that can hear what the eyes cannot see, that can feel what the mind cannot explain. This eclipse is thinning the veil between you and that deeper world. It is making it easier to hear the soft voice of truth that speaks beneath the noise of everyday life. You are being invited to trust your feelings, to trust the little nudges that say, "Go here," to honor the quiet inner voice that says, "Wait, listen, watch." Even when it doesn't make logical sense, even when it feels too small to matter, trust it. The divine speaks not through fear, but through peace. Not through panic, but through the quiet certainty that gently anchors itself inside your heart. So when you see the repeating numbers, smile and whisper a quiet thank you. When the dream stirs your soul, write it down and hold it close. When a message finds you out of nowhere, Pause and let its truth settle inside you. You are not imagining these signs. You are not being silly for believing in them. You are not reaching for something that isn't there. You are being loved. You are being guided. You are being gently reminded that the universe has always been walking beside you, even when you felt alone. This is the magic of living awake. This is the beauty of a heart open enough to hear the whispers of the divine. Trust what you feel, Libra. Trust what you see. Trust that your soul recognizes the signs, because it does. The divine is speaking. The question is not whether the signs are real. The question is, are you ready to listen? A new chapter is being written, but it requires your yes. Libra, this solar eclipse is not here to force you into something you are not ready for. It is not here to drag you where you do not want to go. No, the universe is far too wise and too kind for that. Instead, it is offering you something precious. It is placing a pen in your hand, a pen dipped in fresh cosmic ink, and offering you a blank page, a new chapter, a new beginning that only you can write. You are not being pushed, you are being invited, and the choice, Libra, is yours. You can choose to stay in the familiar. You can hold on tightly to the stories you already know, the patterns you have memorized, the comfort of what feels safe. You can stay where it is predictable, where the risks feel smaller, where you know how the story ends. Or you can step boldly into the vast, brilliant unknown, a place where the story has not yet been written, a place where your dreams are not limited by your past, a place where your soul can stretch its wings and become all it was always meant to be. No one else can make this choice for you. No one else can walk this path in your place. No one else will live with the consequences of either clinging to the old or choosing to rise into the new. This is a sacred moment between you and your destiny, a quiet, powerful crossroads where your heart must speak louder than your fear. Libra, you are being handed a blank page, a page shimmering with possibilities, a page that waits patiently for the ink of your yes. And so the questions arise, gently but insistently. Will you say yes to your healing? Will you say yes to releasing what you have outgrown, even if it once felt like everything you wanted? Will you say yes to stepping away from the versions of yourself that were built on survival and step instead into the version built on thriving? Will you say yes to your deepest dreams, not the dreams that others expect from you, but the dreams that live like quiet flames in the hidden rooms of your heart? The dreams that scare you and thrill you all at once. Will you say yes to the new version of yourself that is begging to be born? The version of you that laughs louder, loves deeper, trusts life more fully. The version that does not apologize for existing. The version that walks with strength, grace, and unstoppable light. The universe can open every door. It can rearrange the stars. It can whisper promises into the wind and line up miracles in your path. But only you can walk through the door. Only you can lift the pen. Only you can take the first step into the blank space where your next life waits. And I promise you this, Libra, the universe is not asking for perfection. It is not asking for you to have all the answers. It is only asking for your courage, your trust, your willingness to say yes, even when your hands are still shaking. It is your yes that sets everything in motion. It is your yes that signals to the heavens, I am ready to become everything I was born to be. You don't need to know how the entire story will unfold. You only need to say yes to the next sentence, the next step, the next breath of faith. This solar eclipse is your turning point, Libra. A cosmic invitation written in stardust, signed with the love of 1,000 lifetimes. Will you say yes? How to prepare spiritually for the eclipse energy? Libra, As the solar eclipse on April 30th draws closer, you might notice the energy around you shifting. You might feel it in the air, in your emotions, even in your body. It is a powerful time, but it is not a time for fear. It is a time for faith, a time for sacred preparation, a time to open yourself to the divine shift that is already moving toward you. You don't have to know exactly what's coming. You don't have to have a perfect plan. You only need to prepare your heart, your mind, and your spirit to receive what is meant for you. Here are simple, beautiful ways you can prepare yourself for this eclipse energy. Spend time in quiet meditation. Find a place where you can be alone, even if just for a few minutes. Sit still, close your eyes, breathe deeply. Let the noise of the outside world fade away. In the silence, listen for the soft voice within you, the voice that knows the way forward, even when your mind is unsure. You don't need to force answers. Just be present, just breathe. Let yourself be held by the stillness. Write a letter to your future self. Take a piece of paper and begin to write from your heart. Write as if you are speaking to the version of you who has already walked through this divine shift. Tell them what you hope for. Tell them what you are ready to release. Tell them what dreams you are willing to believe in again. Seal the letter with love, a quiet promise to yourself that you are choosing growth, even when it feels scary. Release heavy emotions through journaling or gentle tears. If sadness rises, let it come. If old anger surfaces, allow its space to be felt. If you feel overwhelmed, pour it onto the pages of a journal. Cry if you need to. Tears are sacred. They cleanse the heart and soften the soul. There is no weakness in feeling deeply. There is only strength in allowing your emotions to move through you rather than staying trapped inside. Light a candle and set a pure intention for your next chapter. Candles have been used for centuries as a symbol of hope, of prayer, of new beginnings. Light a candle with care. Watch the flame dance. As you do, speak your intentions aloud or in your heart. Speak words like, I trust the unfolding of my life. I welcome my divine shift. I am ready for new blessings. Simple words, true words. Let them fill the air around you. Let them anchor you in hope. Create sacred space around you. You don't have to build a temple or travel to a distant place. Your sacred space can be your bedroom, your backyard, a quiet corner by a window. Clear away anything that feels heavy or cluttered. Light some incense or place flowers nearby, if you wish. Bring beauty into your space. Beauty that reflects the beauty growing inside you. The outer space mirrors the inner space. Let your surroundings remind you that you are stepping into something new and holy. Clear your energy, physically, mentally, spiritually. Take care of your body. Eat nourishing foods. Drink plenty of water. Move gently through stretching, walking, or dancing alone in your room. Take care of your mind. Limit the noise you consume, whether it's news, social media, or anything that drains your spirit. Protect your peace like it is sacred, because it is. Take care of your spirit. Pray if it feels right to you. Sing if your heart needs to lift its voice. Rest if your soul feels tired. Forgive yourself for what you didn't know before. Bless yourself for the courage you are showing now. You do not have to know every step ahead. Libra, you do not have to see the entire staircase before you take the first step. You only need to trust the next one. Just the next step. Just the next heartbeat. Just the next breath. This solar eclipse is not asking you to be perfect. It is asking you to be present, to be open, to be willing to trust that the divine plan for your life is unfolding exactly as it should. Willing to believe that you are being guided toward your highest good. Willing to step forward with hope, even when the road is hidden by shadows. You are not preparing to lose anything. You are preparing to rise. You are preparing to expand. You are preparing to meet a version of yourself that has been waiting patiently for this exact moment. So breathe deep, set your heart toward hope, and step softly, bravely, beautifully into the new chapter that is already unfolding for you. Libra, the sky will darken. The winds may shift in ways you do not expect. Old doors, ones you once trusted, may quietly close behind you. Chapters you thought would last forever may end in a silence you didn't see coming. But listen closely. Beneath the noise of the world, beneath the changes swirling around you, there is a deeper truth. Your soul will not be lost. It will be found. Found stronger, found wiser, found clearer than ever before. You are not breaking down, Libra. You are breaking through. The pieces that seem to fall away are not pieces you need to hold anymore. They are the worn-out layers of a life that can no longer contain the greatness blooming inside you. You are stepping into a divine shift that was written in the stars long before you even knew your own strength. You are rising into a version of yourself that has been waiting quietly, patiently, for this exact moment to unfold. On April 30th, when the solar eclipse reshapes the heavens above, allow it to reshape you too. Let it breathe new life into the forgotten corners of your dreams. Let it wash away the fears that no longer deserve to guide you. Let it carve open a new space inside your heart, a space wide enough to hold miracles. You are standing at the edge of your own divine rebirth, not by accident, not by mistake, but by beautiful, deliberate design. Step forward, Libra. Step fearless. Even if your knees are trembling, even if your voice shakes, even if the road ahead looks unclear, step anyway. Step with the quiet courage of someone who knows that the best parts of their story have not even been written yet. Step ready, ready to trust, ready to love again, ready to rise into the light you have always carried within you. Because your next chapter, Libra, is not ordinary. It is breathtaking, it is luminous, it is sacred, and it is waiting for you now. If you found comfort, guidance, or even a spark of hope in this message today, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. There are more divine updates, more cosmic reminders, more soul-guided messages waiting just for you. Your journey is sacred, Libra, and always, always remember, you are never alone.